Hi guys, so today we are going to talk about the various data types in the data. Like we collect various data from various sources, and the data is basically divided into various columns in the rows. So each column represents a different data type. So we are going to talk about what are these data types and how to distinguish between them. So if we talk about the data, in general the data types, they are broadly classified into qualitative and quantitative. So qualitative data is basically like long form text, images, videos, all these are the qualitative data types. And we have various models for these also, like CNNs in deep learning, we do analysis on that, and they have to be converted into some form of numerical data set, and then we do analysis on that. Broadly, I'm going to talk about quantitative data types here. So if we talk about the quantitative data type, they are basically divided into continuous and the discrete types. So what is the difference between a continuous and a discrete data types? Continuous data type, it is something like, let's suppose there is some data like for the salary. Salary can be 1, 2, 2.5 lakhs, 2500.30. It's basically because it's a measurable data set and you can only measure it and not count it, right? So like salary is there, and maybe some of the height is there, 144.7 centimeters some guys, and it can be 156 or something. So it is that kind of data set. Now the discrete types are basically which can be counted. Let's suppose in a particular data set there is a father, whether there is one father or two fathers, and the states, whether that particular data set has three states, four states. So basically which can be counted, that comes under the discrete data types. So discrete data types can be subdivided into three forms. One is categorical, one is binary, and one is ordinal. By categorical, it's basically like a nominal form. Let's suppose in a data set we have states, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. All these comes under nominal. It doesn't have some value, like the names are there. Vishal is there, some other Sneha is the name is there. So all these are they have some nominal value. They don't have any any particular form or particular measure. Okay, so this is the categorical type. So in machine learning models, what we do is we divide these kind of data. Like let's suppose their data is for a state, and then Jammu Kashmir is there, Himachal Pradesh is there, Madhya Pradesh is there. So we give them some numerical number to each one of them. Like Jammu Kashmir we give 0, and then Himachal Pradesh 1, Madhya Pradesh 2. So all these kind of things we do. Second form is binary. Binary, we know it's either 0 or 1, either true or false, male or female, something. That kind of data set is called the binary data type. Then the ordinal type. So ordinal type, it also doesn't have any numerical value. All these forms don't have any numerical value, but ordinal is something like which is has some order, but it doesn't really mean anything, or there is no other measure for this. Let's suppose the data set is about some review going on for a particular company, and the let's suppose the column name is whether the client was satisfied with that company or not. So very satisfied, satisfied, average, not dissatisfied. All these are they have an order, because very satisfied will be on the top, but it doesn't have any we can't measure it, like whether it's a 5, it's a 500, or it's a 5000. So that comes under the discrete types. So under continuous data types, we have basically, it can be divided into two subforms. One is ratio and one is interval. And the main difference between both of them is that the ratio scale has some definite zero and interval doesn't. For example, we can take the example of temperature. If it is in the form of degrees Celsius, because 0 degrees Celsius is not the lowest form of temperature. There is -1, -2, it goes way down to -273 degrees Celsius. But yeah, so for what we do in machine learning model is we basically convert these kind of interval scale to ratio scale for our analysis. And in this case, if it's a temperature in degrees Celsius, we can convert it into Kelvin, because 0 Kelvin is the lowest form, which is equal to -273 degrees Celsius. So like I said, that quantitative data is basically divided into continuous and discrete. So continuous may take a form of float data types, and the discrete types will take the form of either string or integer data types. I hope you liked the session. If you have any doubts, you can just message me personally, and I'm going to take it in a step by step way, and I'm going to take up very complex topics later on. So I hope you liked the session. Thank you.